Hi, this is Chris from Crispmods. We're here with the Vtech map tuner system. First thing that you want to do is make sure that you got the map tuner plugged into your USB port on your computer. Make sure that you're online and you are logged in. The next thing that you do want to make sure is that you have already downloaded maps onto the map tuner. You can check this by going to Request Softwares, and you should be able to see that there is some already purchased maps. If you haven't purchased maps previously, you can do so by following any one of these links. A dealer may actually provide you a claim code, and using this method you can actually just type in a code as provided by Vtech to log into the system. To select your maps, just tick the ones that you wish to load onto your map tuner and then just click Submit Request. Because we've already done this, the feature is not being enabled, but if we do select further maps, we can actually submit a request and then click OK. Usually the process takes only a couple of minutes to load onto the system, and once it's on the system you can check for updates and it will download onto the map tuner itself. Now once you actually have the maps on your map tuner, you can click on Map Editor. This feature is available to end users and dealers alike. Just click on the disclaimer. And then we're on a new page and we can see which maps we can actually edit. So say we want to edit the 48 pound injector, 8375 limiter with 36 middle ignition and 39 top end ignition. We just click on New Project. New project is created, and then we just go to Edit Project. On this new pane, we can select any of the 3 features that are currently enabled. In the future there will be further features for editing. Currently there is an RPM limiter available for editing, fuel map and ignition map. So let's start with the RPM limiter. Say with the ski we've actually just fitted some springs and retainers. We can bring this number up from 8375 to say nice safe about 85. And that was just using the plus or minus keys, and we can also see the percentage change. So going from the RPM limiter, we can click on the fuel map. Anytime you click between different parts of the map, it will ask you to save. Just click yes. There it is. Now the columns are in manifold absolute pressure. So for those of you who aren't too familiar with this, about 10.014 is about atmospheric. Obviously this will change, in different regions and so forth, with different weather conditions. But yeah, from about here is positive pressure, and on the rows we can see that it's the RPM. Now the numbers here, they correspond to fuel number as decided by Vtech. So say for instance we've logged this map and we found that it's actually on this ski a little bit too rich up the top. So say at about 1450 up to and starting from about 8000 RPM and onwards, so up to about 85. We can actually change this by percentage. This is the easiest way for me to use. I mean, everyone's entitled to use whichever way they want. But yeah, just click on percentage and then just use the plus and minus keys to change it by say 10%. And we might have found that also that in another region of the map that it's actually quite rich, so we can bring down by percentage the amount of fuel. Say for instance there is another section in the map that is also quite lean. We can increase it by say 15% roughly, and from here we can tabulate in a 3D manner what we've changed from the original position, so you can verify just for yourself what you've actually changed. So say we are done now with the fuel map. Let's have a look at the ignition map. Just save the changes there. Because everything is done online as well, there might be slight delays just to load each pane. Now the scalings will obviously be suited to your mapping, just ignore them on the left here for now. Say for instance we want to have a look at an RPM of around 7,000 up to 8,000, and we're looking at the relative air charge, and we want to bring down the ignition values. Again, we can do this by percentage as my favourite, and bring down say to 2.7%. We can tabulate. We can also have a look what's being changed here by an actual figure. So say 1 degree has been taken out. We can say take out 4 degrees. We can say increase this area of the map. But say for instance we want to increase the ignition timing. This is like the base map that was provided. Let's increase that slightly. So we've got a better fuel that we're running, or higher octane, or we know that we can increase the timing and not run the engine too hot. And we can select anywhere in the map, wherever you wish, just depending on the relative air charge and the engine speed. So just ignore the actual numbers here. They're actually meant to be further extended to 8,500 for say this map. Each scaling will be made for your specific purpose. So as we get through the whole system and enable all the ski softwares, we'll be able to increase and properly scale the engine RPM speeds and relative air charges. So from here, say for instance we're done with the ignition map, we can click on save. And we can also, name the project whatever we wish. Say new project, increased ignition. Might as well date it as well. So say for instance the 26th, 4, and we're done. Okay, so from here we can go back to the original screen. You can see our file name has been changed, and we're good to go. So at this point we can close the user maps. There'll be a slight delay before the process is complete on the server and your map is ready. So you can take a tea break, come back to your computer in a couple of minutes, and then click on check for updates. Now this process can take a few minutes depending if you've got a Bosch or a Siemens ECU. Usually the Bosch do take quite a lot longer than Siemens, and you have to understand that also the hashing of the file does take a long time on the server. It is quite an involved process for the Bosch ECU. So yeah, just give it a few minutes. If you've checked for updates and there's nothing there, just give it another couple of minutes and check for updates, and it should start downloading onto your map tuner. We also have an online PDF to help you through the tuning process. Just to explain basically what I've shown you, you can visit the vtechtune.com website, scroll down, click on products, or highlight products and bring down the map tuner. Whoops, there it is. And then go to map editing. Once we're here, scroll down to the bottom and you should be able to see the manual of how to edit. You can download it here. We've already done that process, and I'll bring it up here on the screen, and you can see basically the same things that I've shown you in the video, and hopefully that's going to show you how to edit, but it won't show you how to be a tuner. So I don't recommend this for everyone, but if you are at a stage where you can edit and you know what you're doing, yeah, just go for it from here. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope that's given you a bit of a description of how to edit your own maps and how to get them onto your map tuner and onto your ski. Thanks guys.